So today I'm gonna make a vegan red lentil bolognese. It's gonna have capellini, I guess. I prefer this over spaghetti. And this is a recipe that me and Madison found on the Rainbow Plant Life website. She's amazing. She has amazing recipes, and we've done this a couple times before, and it's always been delicious. Probably not as delicious as when she makes it, but we're gonna get there. I'm gonna go around and show the different ingredients as I cook. I'm kind of disorganized, not the best cook. I'll just start by dicing onions. So just need to clean these. So if I'm doing anything that's making the more professional cooks scratch their heads, I'm really sorry. You start somewhere, right? We have a small apartment and we don't have all the tools, but food still tastes pretty good. So this is how I know how to dice onions so far. I hate when this happens, when the onion starts sliding from your hands. Okay, so that's done. My attempt at dicing the onions should be good. And then we have water boiling for the pasta. Just need to take out the red lentils, soak them. So what happens on a weekday when you have no time. Madison's still at work, so when she gets here, hopefully she has a good and delicious meal. But yeah, we always eat together. So the pasta is just boiling. It's not gonna take too long. I do like them a bit softer. Madison likes them al dente. Now we need 1 cup of red lentils soaked. Recipe is serving 6 people, so we'll eat this as leftovers. Pour it here. That should be good. So that's gonna sit here. Cast iron. We got it from Madison's grandma, the Christmas gift, trying it for the first time. The recipe says to cook the onions for quite a bit, 9-10 minutes, and stir them occasionally, add whatever spices I need. And this is an awesome tool. But to pick up vegetables, sort them. This is awesome from the cutting board. Let's just get all the onions mixed up here. Maybe I should have waited for the oil to heat up in the pan, but whatever. It's flu and cold season right now. Me and Madison are sick. December in Toronto. So I brewed myself some tea with lemon and ginger inside. The recipe says 4 cloves of garlic. I love garlic. Madison too. So I'm gonna do even more, 5 or 6. I love garlic. I love the taste it adds because we're sick right now. I think it'll be a good idea to add even more, right? And not hesitate. Dice these walnuts. I guess that's what gives the ground beef texture. So I'm gonna just separate these. And then what I do is I crush it like this, and then I cut off top part. Then usually it just peels very quickly, you see. So I'm gonna do the rest with that. Cleaned all the garlic, or I crush it in here. Cut them to smaller pieces. Okay, that's done. Dice these. The recipe says 1/4 cup. Just do it by eye. I could add more even. This is the first time I guess Madison and I will be sharing a vegan recipe on our channel. There's a couple of reasons. Number one, I was not vegan when I met Madison. In my parents' culture, I eat a lot of meat, a lot of dairy, and I used to eat a lot of meat. But I became a bit more health conscious. And then Madison was vegan since she was 14, I believe. So my diet kind of became vegan. I do eat non-vegan stuff sometimes, but 90% of the time I'd say I'm vegan. So that is the backstory. And then the reason we like cooking together so much is, I believe, is a great activity for a couple. It's a nice bonding experience. This woman's recipe is Rainbow Plant Life. Forget her name, but that's her blog and YouTube channel. Her recipes honestly have been some of the best that we have tried. I probably need to dice some of these more, but I'll keep doing it. I think it's the world's greatest smell sometimes, cooking onions. Whoever first discovered onions and started cooking with them, he's a genius. I know it's a process of evolution, and we tried it, somebody liked it, then somebody tried to cook it, maybe by accident, I don't know, I would have to read on that. What a discovery. Okay, so I messed up a bit. The recipe requires oregano and dried thyme. If you don't have dried thyme, you double the oregano amount. I am out of oregano, so I just improvised and added cilantro. Yeah, then I added the garlic, some salt, some pepper. I added some tomato paste. So that is supposed to mix up nicely. My first time adding wine to a recipe. I know people do that. That's my first time ever. Supposed to let it mix, and then the alcohol, I guess, vaporize until I can't smell it. Feels kind of professional when you add wine. So instead of vegetable broth, this is something Madison bought. tablespoon of this, and then 3 cups of water. Starting to smell less and less of alcohol. Tablespoon of this. 2. I'll mix the bouillon sauce a bit. Apparently red lentils are the healthiest, whatever the family is, of beans, chickpeas, lentils. Don't quote me on that. Transfer it here. Look at that. And then we mix it in. I'll bring up the temperature a bit to bring it to a simmer, and then I'll let it sit for 20 minutes. We always have a salad with our meal. So this is a spring mix. Slice some red onions, chop up some tomatoes. This is the daikon, radish. I love this. There's some cucumbers and then jalapeno. I just cut a smaller half. Slice these as well. Take these like that. Make long strips. Just add some jalapeno. I love jalapeno. I don't know what it is, but you know, some jalapenos are spicier than others. This one is not so spicy or hot. The jalapenos I usually dice so that they're kind of dispersed everywhere in the salad. This handy tool is amazing. To do that with a knife before, but I think you don't damage the knife, cutting board. And then cucumbers, again, I'll just do strips. Something like that. And then last but not least, tomatoes. Usually they're the king when I make a diced salad. But here there'll be kind of a decoration. Spring mix takes the throne for this salad. I'm just gonna add salt, pepper, apple cider vinegar, and I'm gonna mix it up. Oh, this looks really good. Probably shouldn't be doing this on the stove. These are whole. The recipe says crushed, but I'll crush them inside the pan here. My biggest worry is when I crush them, usually squeezes out. No wonder pizza tastes so good with basil. I don't know if this is the best method to dry it, but smells so good, so good. I think there's like a way where you roll it, but I haven't learned how to do that yet, so I'm just gonna bunch it up. And then maybe one more time like this. So this is simmering now nicely. Been recording, I'm gonna make a video after.
Well, let me say it smells delish in here. And
yeah. I'm just cleaning up.
I'm starving, so.
This is what happens when you make the pasta too early. Leave it to sit for a while. I'm gonna mix it with the warm sauce. I mixed it. Doesn't look as good as the pictures on the recipe. Let's taste it.
Oh, live taste test. That's what I might need salt or like nutritionally. I will say before I eat, first thing, presentation, like if you're like presenting this beautifully, the plate and plating can be. Very good, very flavorful. Yeah, maybe a little salt and like nutritional yeast or like a vegan cheese to top it off. Good job, chef.
I chose capellini because they're the thinner ones, right? I don't know, it's a personal choice, but I prefer when the pasta is thin. I don't like thicker noodles, I don't know, for some reason.
Can I say my take quickly?
Yeah, I know, you like the thicker ones.
No, I like I love carbs and pasta of all kinds. However, I do think like a bolognese like this, like a thicker noodle kind of suits it better. Like this is nice for like, I don't know, like a lemon pasta or like a thin like buttery oil pasta with like cheese.
Makes sense, yeah. Not too salty. If I added oregano, probably would have tasted better, but I didn't realize we don't have it. The texture of the lentils and the walnuts is so good. It's amazing what you can do with plants. We're only starting to discover it. It's at the tip of the iceberg, so like I said.
Stop making the noises bothering me.
This will be the first of many videos.
Plate of pasta.
Well, I'll finish it. Out of 10, say 7 out of 10. You?
I don't know, I can't think on the spot. But sure, 7 sounds good. Bon appetit.